It's my 90s drag. Okay, it's called Punk Rock Crush. I met Sarah Patterson at a Riot Girl picnic in Bellevue Park. She was a hot girl who wore skirts with Chuck Taylors without socks.
Oh yeah.
She had her own beater car with a tape deck in her dashboard that screamed skinny puppy. I had to be really careful what I said around Sarah Patterson. She was in college and I was still in high school. At the Riot Girl picnic, we women discussed all the different shows we were going to that summer, what colleges we went to or were applying to. We traded handmade stickers, promising to post each other's everywhere, marking our towns as Riot Girl territory. Sarah Patterson ate hummus and falafel. I munched on a bologna sandwich. I knew meat was murder, but it tasted so good. At the end of the picnic, I passed my diary around for my new friends to write their names and addresses in. My diary was an orange spiral notebook that I had painted naked ladies all over. I trusted these women to hold my life's secrets in their hands. When it came to Sarah, she flipped to a page with Queer Nation and Stop AIDS stickers. She said, "Hey, I volunteer for the AIDS Foundation every Saturday. Want to come? I deliver condoms to gay bars." I jumped up, yes! This was my big chance to get to know her. 2 Saturdays later, I met Sarah, I'm probably wearing this shirt. I met Sarah at the AIDS Foundation on Broadway. We headed off in her beater car to the Cuff, the Elite 2, and the Timberline. I had never been into a bar, let alone a gay bar. I skirted my nervousness by telling Sarah about my boyfriend, how we had just broken up for the 3rd time, how we would probably be getting back together. Sarah offered me no such insight into her own relationship status. The Timberline is full of bears, you'll see. I pretended to know what a bear was. We sped through all 3 gay bars in no time. After a bear at the Timberline offered me a drink, Sarah interrupted. "This is the last stop," she said, grabbing my arm. "Let's go back to my place." Yeah. The entrance to Sarah's apartment was under the stairs. The green plants from her neighbor's landing spilled over the side. She unlocked the door and quickly disappeared into the depths of a room in the back of the small place, leaving me to take in the rich purple ambiance of this older woman's space. She was 21. I sat on the arm of the couch facing the altar of candles and incense sticks, their ashes coating the relics on the tiny table. A skull sat at the edge of the table, its empty eye hole staring straight at me. I reached out and brushed the ashes off the top of its head. A whoosh of air behind me tickled the back of my neck as Sarah re-entered the room. "That's a raccoon skull one of my friends brought me. Roadkill." "Oh," I said. "I'm Wiccan." "Oh, cool." I didn't really know anyone who was actually religious, but even Sarah's religion, being woman-centered, was cool. "I like your books." I changed the subject. "So, what's your boyfriend like?" Sarah changed the subject too. She stood with one hand on her hip. Her bare white legs shimmered in the dirt and the dusty light from her Chuck Taylors to her miniskirt. He's a punk from Snohomish. We've been going out for about a year. People at my school don't really know I'm going out with him." I watched Sarah as I said, "They think I'm a lesbian." Sarah didn't break her gaze. Does he know where your clit is?" I looked down from side to side, leg of the coffee table, Sarah's shoes. No.
Fail.
Yeah. I felt I couldn't lie to Sarah, lest she use her Wiccan powers to detect untruths. Sarah stood taller, took her hand off her hip and folded her arms. "You know where yours is, right?" Oh yeah. I could feel my heart in my chest, fidgeted with my small hoop earring. "Listen, you have to show guys where your clit is, otherwise they won't be able to find it on their own." Sarah bent down and reached under the coffee table. I caught a glimpse of her breast as she did. She was braless. Her nipple was hard and pierced with a shiny silver ring. I blinked twice and sucked my breath in at the sight of this rebel beauty. I felt a surge of hot in my clit. "Read this." Sarah plucked a zine from under the table called "Pussies for Ladies, Get to Know Your Vulva." I felt a blush spreading out over my whole body and stuffed the pages into the back pocket of my jeans. "Thanks." I imagined reaching out towards Sarah to touch her. Maybe I should kiss her right now, I thought. Slip my hands up her shirt and pinch her nipple ring. Sarah was the most powerful woman I'd ever met, but surely she wouldn't want to get with a high school girl. And besides, I had a boyfriend. Anna told my parents I'd be home for dinner. Hey, add your phone number. I flipped to the